2 Lincoln 736 Metro.
I'm chasing the bike. We're in Kudo, coming out through Route 68 again.
Wait, you're performing out of code 5 stop,
Year 49, possible 1055, I'll catch you.
Dr. 1012 taking Union 31 unless any instructions.
Unit 33, shots fired, 090, officer down.
Alright guys, welcome back to the second part, the second edition of a fun series of DOJRP, doing some more Lost MC roleplay. This is part 2 to the video that you guys seen yesterday for some fun shit that Natalie and Ariel both get into. Let's jump into it.
Can we chat?
Sure, if you want to. What's up?
Can I go get out of these clothes? Then to my company one?
Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Give me your reason.
My reason for... My reason for what I said to you?
Yeah.
Because I believe you have to have values in this world. I believe if you lose your values and you lose what you believe in, you lose what makes you you. So I think if you don't stand up for what you believe in, and even if it's your direct leader and you see something that is blatantly wrong, I think you should stand up and say something. Even if nobody else will, be that one voice that's going to stand up and say something that there's something that I don't want to participate in, that I don't want to be involved with, that I don't want to face the consequences of, then I feel like that's something you should have a belief and, respectfully be respectful about the whole situation. Don't go cuss the person out, but at the same time, make sure that they're very much aware that you're not comfortable with something.
What exactly was it that didn't make you comfortable with it?
I don't know, the mass murder of 100 people. What? Do you know how many people work at that station? Do you know how many people, how many innocent people work there? There are people that do nothing but process evidence. There are people that nothing but do investigatory crime stuff of drugs and shit like that. There's probably prisoners at that fucking station.
Who the hell is
There's
this?
probably dispatchers. There's probably trainers. There's all kinds of people who don't even interact with us on a daily basis. So I think it's very wrong to punish all those innocent lives. 300.
Is that Spider? Or no? Who the fuck is that? Somebody go figure out who that is.
I think it's very wrong to punish like 300 employees because of who they work for. I think that's very much wrong, and I think it shines a lot on a person's character who wants to commit such heinous crimes. Like, I could understand.
So would you agree that it's wrong that the SAHP does the same exact thing to the Lost MC because of who we are and what we represent?
I don't believe that they should be profiling or, targeting somebody just for what they have on their back. But at the same time, I think we need to be a level above them, as opposed to not stoop to their level to do that to them. I think we need to be the better man, be the better woman, and stick up and hold ourselves with a little bit more respect than that. That's just the way I believe, and respectfully, your decision is your decision, but at the end of the day, my decision is to not participate in it. And if I feel like I, need to make it very clear, I'll make myself very well known.
I mean, the chance of 300 people dying during that, 150, 100 people, 50 people, how many of they've got fucking working there is slim to none. Most of those people are going to get out before the fire spreads.
Yeah, most of. The others
if not all of. If not all of. I've seen fires that are unimaginable to you. 7, 8, 9, 10 alarm fires. 10 different fire companies out at, where every single person got out alive. I've seen it. You want to talk about unimaginable? Go to war.
Oh, I'm sure. I hear about it all the time. God forbid if we go out in the woods and somebody's hunting, God forbid, I deal with that all the time. Forget I have a veteran of a girlfriend who still struggles with PTSD to this day. Oh, I know.
You don't think I do?
Oh, I know you do. Oh, I know you do.
I
And I
lost my
respect
best
that.
friend. I lost my best friend to an IED attack.
Absolutely.
I sat there and I watched his Humvee get blown to smithereens.
Can't
And I
imagine
held
what
him in
you're...
my arm, held him in my arms as he died.
I can't imagine what that's like. There's no chance of me comprehending what that feels like. I'll never know.
But at the same time, I don't take disrespect idly. What is the times that you've seen me get truly upset? What usually happens?
Most of the times that I've seen you get really, really mad, you go off and you blow off a lot of steam, and then you come back and you're okay. I think you have a big macho attitude, but you don't action that as much as I would expect you to. I think your ego is very huge, but once you have time to go off in the middle of nowhere and blow off steam for maybe a day or half a day or a couple hours or whatever the case may be, you usually simmer back down and kind of come back down to the ground. That's from what I've seen from the 2 months I've seen you.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm kind of like a tea kettle. Once I pop, I start to whistle. You pull me off the heat, and I simmer down. Takes a little bit of time for me to calm completely down, but I do calm back down. As far what the SAHP has been doing over the last couple of months, it's well deserved what they've got coming to them. Now, Natalie, I don't know that you've actually truly been tested in this club.
You call me Natalie?
I'm sorry, Ariel. I did call you Natalie. That's my bad. Starting to get tired. I don't know that I've actually seen you be tested in this club.
Oh, the string of vehicle theft wasn't a test?
No. Did I actually witness it, though?
You weren't there, you were asleep. It's something we did for Firefox.
Like I said, I don't think I've actually seen me tested. So you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Good.
And
Let's
and
go.
I'm also... Hold on.
I'm
gonna say one more thing. I joined a biker gang, a biker club, a motorcycle club. I didn't join a terrorist organization. All I'm gonna say about that.
I wouldn't say that it's a terrorist.
Absolutely, it
Terrorist
is. It's an act of terrorism.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You know why?
No, because it is.
No, because it has no political or religious belief behind it. That's why it's not a terroristic threat.
Still don't make it not fucked up.
Look up. Yeah, it's fucked up. I'll give you that. It is fucked up. It's fucked up that we get to this point where we feel like we have to do something like this. It's fucked up that they continue day in and day out to treat us like we are subhuman. It's fucked up that I literally had a gun pointed in my face by an SAHP sergeant.
You're not
for
wrong.
Standing just like I was standing and questioning him over his actions.
You're not wrong about that.
By an SAHP sergeant. And if a sergeant is willing to do that, this shit's coming from the top down. Do you know what my thoughts are about the SAHP?
I think you've pretty much made those very clear tonight.
Yeah, fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
And the Almighty forgives, the lost don't. And it's not my job to forgive them, right?
That's correct.
You know what my job is?
So what's that?
My job's to arrange the fucking meeting.
Good Lord.
Now you may be right. Maybe I'm being a little bit brash. Maybe I'm being a little bit, you know, going a little bit off the cuff. But tonight you're going to show me what you're worth. We'll get you cut off. On a mask. Cover your hair. And you and I. You're okay with stealing a car?
Yeah.
Good. Let's go.
I've got the lockpick kit that the Firefox gave me.
Good. I'll be right there after you're done changing.
Good deal.
Are you okay?
Yep.
What's going on?
I've got to go prove myself.
And do what?
Steal a car.
Are you serious?
Yep.
One of those ballish chicks just said, my sister's single. I said, see that girl over there in the red? I said, that's my girlfriend. I prefer not to get slapped and like my hands attached to my body.
Yeah, that would be a great idea, wouldn't it?
Well, good thing I only have eyes for you.
It's true.
I love you.
I love you too.
Please be careful, be smart.
I will.
I'm assuming I can't go with.
Mm.
All right, let's go.
Where you want to go?
Wherever you want to. Grapeseed, there's not a lot of CCTVs as well as traffic cameras. If we take the back way, we probably won't get pulled over by cops for not having helmets on.
Believe it or not, I've passed like 5 of them today, and I haven't been stopped a single time for a helmet. I've been stopped going 59 and a 50. Ooh, I know, right? Mass murderers.
Hey, I got pulled over for doing 61 and 60 by an SAHP.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Back where I come from, it's fucking illegal to pull a bitch over unless they're at least 10 over. Just illegal.
Yeah.
By the way, I love this bike, but this is like pushing that clutch as far, or pushing that accelerator as far as it's gonna go.
Yeah. I like this bike too. It's beautiful, but it needs a bigger engine.
Yeah. It's got a 0 to 60 in like 4.5 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have a preference on what kind of vehicle?
Don't care.
Where do you want it to go?
We'll figure that out once we get the car.
Okay.
Depends on what kind of car it is. Hope you understand what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're testing me.
Yep, I am.
Testing my loyalty.
Yep.
I'm loyal. There's just comes a point where I have to stand up and say something in trouble.
And I'll be honest with you, I haven't questioned it until today.
And I'm always going to be that person that's going to stand up and say something, whether it's the frowned upon thing to do or not, or also if it's whether or not it's what the consequences are gonna be. Now, I'm not gonna go do a fucking Frenchie over here and get killed, but at the same time, I can't sleep good at night. You know that many people have been hurt for that reason. And I understand where you're coming from, and I understand grievances. But I think there has to be a point of understanding on your part as well, which I'm glad that you see. I'm glad that we had this discussion, I'll be honest with you.
Go to 111.
Is it behind us?
Or, yeah, let's go to 111.
At the airfield?
See that little Nova right there?
The what?
Good car. That little Nova?
We just passed?
That car that... No. The one that's parked at the Up and Adam. Pull into 111 here. Park your bike in the garage. We'll hoof it from here.
Yeah, we'll back up. We'll go right over there.
Oh, just go straight. Just go straight. Just go straight. Pull into the barn. Here, I'm gonna hop off because that'll help you a lot.
Maybe.
Oh.
No, it won't.
First time you're seeing this, isn't it?
No. Harley and I came here for a property check one time.
She brought you in here?
No, she made me wait outside, but I know where this place... I knew that this place existed, but she said just wait out here. I was
Yeah, but I'm saying this is
time.
the first time you've seen this,
Inside
right?
here, yes. Yes. Inside here, yes. But I know this place was a place of a place, basically.
Yeah. Any idea what all this is?
Probably gun running. This is definitely gun running and probably chop shop pieces and things of that nature.
No chop shop shit.
Okay, this is just gun running. Okay, I didn't know what was in those crates, but I mean, it says handle with extreme care. That could be a transmission or something, but and it also says fragile. It must be Italian.
That's because it doesn't. You don't want to drop that one.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I'll make a phone call. Get over there. Get that black car. Bring it over here. Pick me up.
Okay, good deal.
Come here.
Mm-hmm.
Come here.
Yes.
Head that way.
Okay. You're gonna see the best driving skills out of me you've probably ever seen.
Well,
I do
as
not
long as
wanna
you don't,
attract attention.
run us off a cliff and blow us all up to smithereens, we'll be fine. You should turn right on this next road.
Mm-hmm. I just didn't want to go down and hit Joshua. I didn't have to.
Right here, right here.
Oh, whoa. I like the way this thing handles, though.
I don't want to go across the 13.
Oh.
So when you're doing this kind of stuff, you've got to think about ahead of time. Like there's no, I know there's no cameras around here. You know.
Yeah.
But I know there's cameras on the 13.
Probably so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with Ariel. She's fine. She's driving right now and scaring me half to death. Oh my god. I thought we were gonna crash and die.
Where do we need to go from here?
Keep going. All the way down. Anyhow. Alright. Yep. We'll be back in a little bit. I bet.
Natalie said she's going to give me driving lessons.
Yeah. Why? Why all the way off the road?
Because I overcorrected, I guess.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to hold it in line.
So, rather than holding it tight with both hands, do this. Treat the wheel like, hold the wheel with your index finger and your thumb on each hand. Okay? And move just a little bit. Okay?
Okay.
If you move it just a little bit,
Yeah.
it's not gonna overcorrect so much. Okay? Especially on older vehicles where there's a lot of play in the front end.
Yeah, I'm always used to driving, like, my knuckles are, like, white on the car, because I've just never really driven a car before.
Go straight. Go straight into the dirt.
Oh.
It's a little rough, but it'll be okay. Go straight into the dirt. Keep going. Take a right. Go straight. Right a little bit. A little more. Right. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, hold here. Stop. Now. Push this car into the ocean.
Oh, Lord.
Put it in neutral.
Okay.
And give it a shove. Yeah, what's up, old? to get in the truck. Any idea why I made you do that?
To see if I'd actually do it.
Partially. Partially, yeah. I get where your convictions are. I do. Believe it or not, there are certain things that I just won't do. There's a lot that I will do, though. I got to think about this for a little while. You've made me kind of think over what I'm actually willing to do, what I'm not willing to do.
I think that's okay.
But
I think everybody needs a moment of reflection.
whenever an ally of our club comes and says, "Hey, we need your help," and the same, for a lot of the same reasons why I mentioned to you, because they've been having some of the same issues that we've been having. Not a lot of the same issues that we've been having. Like, my loyalty to this club is unbarred. This club is my life. I will do what I have to do to help out an ally. What I have to do for helping out a friend. What I have to do to protect my family. Because this club is my family.
Absolutely.
And if that means pissing off, a whole highway department.
And burning down the building? Fuck it.
I don't mind pissing off a whole highway department. I just don't think that's the proper way to go about pissing them off.
Well,
It's a
I mean,
statement.
it would. And it is a statement.
A statement that needs to be made.
I think there's other ways of communicating than just that.
You know do you know how many times I've talked to higher ups in highway? How many times I've talked to higher ups in
Hold on, I'm
the
not meaning
sheriff's
talking.
office?
I'm not meaning talking. I mean, I don't know. I would even find it appropriate to maybe hijack a couple patrol cars and make a
Shrine out of
shrine out of it, basically. Yes, that I understand. I think that kind of thing. Maybe 3-4 patrol cars at most. Maybe an officer. Maybe take an officer. I wouldn't kill that officer, but I would probably take that officer, maybe scare the living shit out of him for a little bit, and maybe sink 4 or 5 cars of theirs in the Alamo, or whatever the case may be.
I've already taken one of their cars.
I just don't think that, or maybe that beautiful Camaro that was sitting there, that I'm sure you don't see that every fucking day, and I'm sure they don't have an unlimited supply of those either. And
No, probably not.
I think something like that is completely okay if you want to make a statement. I don't see justification in harming or attempting to harm or possibly facing attempted murder charges of hundreds of
you mean like they did to us today?
Of office workers who aren't on patrol, aren't in control of it. If an officer grabs your arm and puts you on the ground, they're just doing their jobs to feed their families. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, but at the same time, I don't see anywhere that Highway Patrol has mowed down 100 of our people, 200 of our people at once. Or attempted to even do that. And if they opened up, the streets and started forming, firing lines and like the fucking British are coming and start opening fire in large lines, I understand that. I would understand that. I just don't. I don't see it being
I could
justified.
tell you
and
if they started
couldn't agree
lining
with
the
that.
streets like the British, you know, like the Revolutionary War, it would be all out war. Period.
Oh, absolutely.
And there would be no holds barred.
Go ahead, check. What? Why did you go to
Alright.
Bolingbroke for?
Let's go inside.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be there in a minute.
To the table, guys. That was an invite to come back, too. Come on. You and you. Into the table. And do me a favor, balance out the table, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
You know, sometimes you think you have people figured out. And then you get humbled a little bit. Carmen used to always tell me, before you do something, think to yourself, is it worth it? There are times I forget that. There are times that I think with the impulsive portion of my brain rather than the controlled chaos portion of my brain. There are times that I may even, what would you say, put myself at risk because I think I'm doing what's right for the members of this club. It's something that I've been known to do. Ariel, thank you for bringing that out. Thank you for pointing that out for me tonight. Ariel,
Yes, sir.
Danny,
Yes, sir.
got a couple of questions for you.
Yes, sir.
From you guys, I just need a simple yes or no. Ariel and Danny, do you swear to represent our name and our patch?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you swear to give up everything to protect your brothers and sisters and uphold the reputation and honor of the club?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you swear to abide by our rules and our bylaws and never turn your back on your brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Yes.
And I, Samuel, a.k.a. Trouble, patches you, Ariel, Mermaid, and Danny into the Lost Motorcycle Club.
I humbly accept and thank you.
Samuel.
Danny, turn around towards me.
Oh, Lord.
Danny, I want you to do me a favor. Remember what this represents. Remember who you are. Never forego that.
Mm-hmm.
You are a special person. You can do whatever you want to do, man. Just remember that. Here you go.
Thank you.
Go into the bathroom, stow those on. Ariel,
Yes, sir.
I was questioning whether or not to give this to you tonight. I'm going to be straight with you.
Absolutely.
But I understand what you were doing, and I respect what you were doing. It's not an easy thing you did, but you did what you thought was right. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to hand you these today.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, go sew them on.
Yes, sir.
And make sure they're perfect.
Absolutely.
And made me eat a little bit of humble pie. Yeah. I got a little speech for both, or for all three of you guys whenever they get out. I know I didn't discuss it with you, but we will. Give me reason to. Old school. Your favorite? Chiropractic, please come to the table. We have a new invited. Oh, it's invited. Yeah, who's that? Good. Danny, take your spot at the table. Not too many people have been able to make me eat a little bit of humble pie. You know that?
Looks good, Ariel.
Audrey, you want to check Ariel? Go back to that end of the table, please. Audrey, you want to check her patches? We should let Firefox do it. I heard she used a machete.
Uh-huh. I mean, I have it.
I mean,
Oh,
this is
now
a way
you do.
nicer way of patching than I used to do.
What's that?
This is a way nicer way of patching someone in.
Oh,
than
no.
what I
See,
did.
Natalie here, she had to cut off her own prospect rocker.
Yeah, that's what I did. I told them to take their cutoff, put it on a table, and
Yeah,
prospect patch.
that's... Well, I didn't cut it off. I made her cut her own off. That's what I did to Natalie.
Yep. I
But
felt like I was interrogated.
I ate some humble pie between then and now. I was going to do something completely different to you guys. So where did...
For some reason, when I got patched in back in the day, I remember a gun being involved somehow.
Yeah, I've done that too before.
I just don't remember who and why a gun was involved.
I mean, I've held a gun to a prospect's head and told them to give me their cut.
You did that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
about
did.
that.
Did you give him your cut?
Hell no.
No.
Oh,
you didn't.
then you
Also,
pass.
the president did that to me. Oh, the VP, sorry, did that to me as well.
Oh, good. They look good.
Yeah, they're fine.
All right, you can take your spot at the table then. So, all right. So, new patches. I almost said prospect. Wow. New patches. The diamonds. You guys know what they all mean?
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
I know what a few of them mean, yes.
Okay. One each then. Ariel, what's the flaming cards?
The flaming cards are reserved for members who have set flame to either properties owned or operated by our adversaries or enemies. This patch is usually earned when destroying evidence, that is, or incriminating stuff that like could be used to lead back to the club or come back and show negative light on the club in some sort of way.
Okay. So if we found out that somebody was making meth on our turf and I told you to go burn down their house, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have a question. With you saying that, well, why wouldn't you go with us to burn down a police station, which is basically the same as disrespecting as someone cooking meth on our own turf? Explain that to me.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you have a police station, especially a headquarters, you've got office workers, you've got evidence processors, you've got detectives, you've got possibly prisoners being held for transport, you probably have DOP guards, you probably have all these office staff who man that station. You have State Patrol dispatchers that work out of that HQ. You have all these networks of people that have no connection to an officer that may have shoved you on the ground. You also have all these people that just came to work in their normal cozy office job all day never expecting anything because of what some patrol officer did. As I told Trouble, I joined a motorcycle club. I didn't join a terrorist organization who would threaten the lives of hundreds of employees of any company. I also believe that was a very much overreaction to what has happened to us. Like I explained to Trouble, I could see justifying taking maybe 3, 4, 5 patrol cars, making a martyr out of it, setting an example, basically. Maybe even kidnapping one trooper, or maybe a corporal or a sergeant, and having the higher ups discuss their safety and getting those people back. I would not kill that officer. I may harm them, but I may not kill. We would not kill them for no reason. Would not kill them for no means at all.
I'm killing them.
I think that's justified over affecting hundreds of people who are just living their daily lives just for who they work for, just for their job that is probably not even a job they enjoy. They're just trying to put food on their tables, just like you and I. So that's the reason I stood up and said something today.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with you. I can see her point of view. I can respect it. You know, I may not fully agree with what she says, but I can respect it.
In a way, I can, but
Nah, fuck them. You know that.
All right. So the 12 diamond, Danny.
Basically, it's only given to special members of the club. It's somebody who's gone to prison and served time on the club's behalf. And once they are released, or I guess finish their sentence, they receive the 12 diamond.
So if you went and set fire to said meth lab, and ended up getting caught on camera or whatever, you left some DNA behind or whatever, you go to jail, you get to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie, the tough one, the eagle, skull, and bullet hole.
You said the eagle, skull, and bullet hole?
Yep.
It is given to people who have killed someone for the club. So, just for example, rival we had injured someone in the club. Let's say they ran him over with a car. We would go back and get revenge, and someone would kill them. They would get the bullet hole diamond.
Yes, essentially. Each of these has to be tasked by a member of, the officers or the cabinet.
Yes, sir.
So if you get pissed off one day and just shoot somebody in the face because they bumped into your bike, you're not going to get that diamond.
Yes, sir.
Okay. An example, and both of the people that got their eagle patch are at this table for this reason. A little while back, I was kidnapped. The person that kidnapped me tortured me quite a bit. Or the people that kidnapped me, because there were two of them. Club came after me, or the club came after me, ended up taking both of them down. And this was something that was personal. Okay. So I had fired a couple of contractors that were working on some of my properties. They didn't like that fact because I took a deal out of their lap that was worth a couple $100,000 to them. So they kidnapped me, trying to keep me for ransom. Needless to say, The 2 guys ended up getting killed because they were firing at our people. They injured 2 people. They injured myself. They ended up paying the ultimate price. After that happened, somehow, some way, the guy got word. The brother got word that I had something to do with it, so he was hunting me. The 2 people that ended up hunting him down and taking care of him earned their patch that day. A green light was issued for him because of the actions he took against me. I don't know that I ever said thank you to Firefox and Audrey for that. But thank you.
You're welcome.
Felt good putting a bullet in a bitch.
Does that remember that time in front of the Mirror Park Clubhouse when we when you got shot, Trouble?
You got to speak up. I can barely hear you down here. You got to make
Yeah,
sure you're
same.
speaking
Hello?
loud. There
Better.
you go.
There you go, Danny.
You remember that time in front of the Mirror Park Clubhouse across the street at the motel, or the abandoned motel, or something? I should say.
Yeah.
Does that also include, like, when you got shot, Trouble? I'm pretty sure I killed the guy that tried to shoot you or shot you.
So
Something like that, right?
that wouldn't necessarily count because it's not something that's issued, if you know what I mean.
Gonna be issued.
That's a tough one. There have been times where special circumstances would include that. But it's very rare. Let's just put it that way.
I think the better example would be when Skulls got shot on the Mirror Park property by somebody and the person left. I guess what he's trying to say is what would happen is it would have to go up, obviously, take its proper course and be a vote to green light. And if so, then somebody will be ordered to do it. But unless
I'm
you're
sorry,
ordered,
but can I just say that Mirror Park is like bad luck? We always get attacked there.
We always get attacked no matter where we are. Let's be real. We get attacked here. We get attacked at Mirror Park.
I swear it's mostly at Mirror Park, though.
Yeah.
I've never been up to the Mirror Park.
Like, it got set on fire yesterday.
Yeah, I almost got jumped the other day.
How the person got in through the gates, not a clue. But that's besides the point.
There's a lot of places you can jump that fence, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
I don't know where y'all were, but I had somebody he came up behind me and shoved me one good time, cussed me out, called me a piece of shit, and threatened to beat my ass.
Why didn't you stab him?
I had no knife on me or anything.
Why not?
Did you beat his ass?
Hell yeah, I beat his ass.
Good.
Was he breathing?
I don't know.
You should have made sure he wasn't breathing.
But I've had situations occur, name calling, stuff like that.
There is a time and a place for even death. There's
You
a
put
time
your
and a
hands
place
on
for
me, I'll
everything.
make sure you ain't putting your hands on nobody else.
We as a club have some amazing people. And I can tell you that if somebody comes after any of you guys, I'm going to get my retribution.
If I don't get mine first.
Well, and if that happens, then so be it. I never want to see any of you guys hurt. You guys are my family. And I love every single one of you. Some more than others, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Just kidding.
So
That was a little jab. That was a little jab at you, by the way.
Me?
Yeah.
Am I the more than others or less than others?
You're the less than others.
I'm going to plead the fifth.
You're lying.
If it's anybody, it's me.
That is a bold-faced lie.
I'm the only one
I'll
with a
be
pair of
honest with
balls
you.
enough to stand up and say, no. Which I was kind of scared I was going to get shot. Not going to lie to you.
I'm going to be honest with you. Part of it, Ariel, if you had done that 4 or 5 months ago, you probably would have.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I'm sure.
Probably point blank range.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. I remember standing outside this clubhouse out front after one of our prospects got killed in a motorcycle accident, and there was media people out front. And they kept asking question after question after question. We want to get a statement. We want to get a statement. And I kept telling them, get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here. Get out of here. You don't belong here. Leave. Go home. We're not going to give you anything. And they wouldn't go. So finally I pulled out my gun. And the one guy said, we just want to comment, man. You don't have to get so uptight. And I said, well, comment this. And I pulled up my gun and I shot the fucker in the square between the eyes.
Well,
I mean, he had multiple chances. Get the fuck out of here. Leave. At that point,
I did give him multiple chances, but I'll be honest with you, if I could go back and do it over again, I'd probably do it a little differently. I would have probably walked away.
I would have. I was asked one time.
I would have never asked. Sorry.
Seen a lot of bloodshed. More than I need to have seen. But there is a time and a place for it. And if you're protecting your brothers and sisters, that time and a place is now. You guys are all deserving of the patch. You guys are all deserving of everything that you get.
I got it.
Must shoot somebody.
We can dismiss.
Thank God.
Congratulations. I know I've been going on forever.
I do have a question.
I'm just laughing at that. I'm gonna shoot somebody.
How do sponsors work?
So, that's the other thing I forgot to tell you guys. As members of the club, you can be a sponsor. Oh, there's shots.
Oh, shit.
Where'd that come from? I told you I was gonna shoot somebody.
Did you shoot him?
Yeah.
I love your your thought process. Oh, I'm gonna shoot somebody.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the fuck?
I got business to handle. I'll be back.
So with this, and I'm sure, I don't know if Danny has the same questions, but how do I open, how do the keys work around here?
Keys. I gotta get you keys.
I'm going to bed. I'm tired.
Good night,
All right,
Audrey.
have a good night, Audrey. Love your face.
Right.
Love you.
Hey, Ariel.
You okay?
Yeah, she
Ariel.
shot me. No, I'm playing.
Oh, shit, sorry. Oh, hey, Dano.
Congratulations.
Love you, brother.
What the fuck is this?
I told my brother I love him.
What?
Natalie.
Oh,
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Here's your key.
Congratulations.
Is it just one? Okay.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Thank you, Master Key.
That's for
Thank
all
you.
of them. Yep.
Okay.
Here's your key. Here you go.
So Ariel, we
There
gotta
you
talk
go.
about this. So
There you
apparently
go.
we're sisters now, but we're
And
dating.
here you go.
We're from Alabama.
Thank
All right.
No, I'm both your brother.
you go.
You know, sister, but also fucking it fits the Alabama bill right there. Tuscaloosa all the way.